First of all, I would like to start the video out with I am sending my thoughts and healing light to everyone who has been affected by the hurricane and the tropical storms that are going on right now. So for today's video, I'm going to do a Q&A. And I was watching some videos, flipping around YouTube, and I stumbled across a small YouTube channel. Her name is Reading with Kiki. And I have decided that I'm going to do a Q&A, and I took some of her questions that she did, and then I added a few of my own just to kind of change it up a little bit. I will post her YouTube channel in the comments below with a couple of others. Another thing that I want to point out before I move on is I am looking for small YouTubers, booktubers. Anybody who does reading vlogs, booktubes, anything like that. If you see my video, please comment down below so I can come find you. I'm trying to find the smaller YouTube channels so I can go and like your videos and watch your videos. Okay? So again, if you are a small vlogger who does book reviews, journaling, anything like that, please leave a comment down below and I will go follow you and watch your videos too. The very first question that I have is, why did you start this channel? I started this channel because every time I would watch YouTube videos, vlogs for books or journaling or anything like that, I just kept feeling, man, I want to do that. I want to be that person. I want to show people my favorite books and talk about my favorite books. So here I am. What are you most excited about for this channel? Meeting new people who like the same books as I do, who do journaling and enjoy the stationary aspect of everything. I want to find people that I can talk with who read the same books that I do, so I can say, hey, this book was great, you know, maybe you want to look into this one if you haven't read it. Stuff like that. Do I love reading? I have a very wild imagination. I have ever since I was a little kid. So I enjoy reading because I can transport myself to what I'm reading. I visualize books in my head like it's a movie. Sometimes it gets me in trouble when I'm not paying attention. Like somebody will be talking to me and I won't hear them at all because I'm in the book. I literally transport myself into the book. I can go wherever I want. And I'm going to apologize now. I have a very vocal cat. You may or may not hear said cat in the video. What kind of books do you love reading? I love psychological thrillers, horror, thrillers in general, true crime books, romantasy, fantasy. I've read a few memoirs that I really like. If you have not read Matthew McConaughey's Green Light book, I highly suggest it. It is a very, very good book. I just love to read. I can read just about anything as long as it grabs my attention. I really like poetry. I didn't even add that one to the list. It just popped into my head. I really, really love poetry. I have ever since I was little. I remember writing childish poetry when I was little. So there's that. What book am I currently reading? I am currently reading In Her Shadow. I will post a picture of the book up here so you guys can all see it. What do I think of the book so far? It's not my style of book. It's ghostish, and I'm not big. I love paranormal, don't get me wrong. I'm just not into the ghost following someone around type of book. I never really have been. I don't like the TV shows like that either. So, I mean, currently I'm going to say that it's a 3-star read. I don't want to give it a terrible star because it's a good book. It's well written. It's very flow. It's slow, but it's got a good flow. I just don't like those kinds of books. And hold on just a second. So my very vocal kitty was stuck in a bedroom and I had to go save him. He's in here with me now. I don't know if he'll jump in my lap or not, but anyway, next question. What's the oldest book that you have ever read? Well, I looked into it. I'm a huge Edgar Allan Poe fan, and I'm a huge Shakespeare fan. And I'm gonna have to say the oldest book that I've read is Romeo and Juliet, and it was first published in 1597. So, there's that. I didn't even realize it was that old. Most recent DNF, I don't know that I have one. I'm not the kind of person... What are you doing, Megan? I'm not the kind of person who doesn't finish a book. If I start the book and I don't like it, I would still rather finish the book because I don't want to not finish it and then there be a twist or something that makes me, hey, this book is actually really good. So I can't say when the last time I didn't finish a book was. I mean, I have an encyclopedia of true crime serial killers, but I'm not going to say that it's a do not finish. I'm just reading it really slowly. How many books are too many books in a series? I'm one of those people that I'm just like, keep them coming. Just keep them coming. I've read the Black Dagger Brotherhood books. They're like at 25-ish, if not more. Dark Hunter series. I don't even know where they're at anymore on the books. I have fallen so far behind in those that I'm not even for sure where I'm at in that series. I'm just one of those people that... My kitty wants attention. I'm just one of those people that just keep them coming. This is Dagan. He's our terrorist. We call him the tiny terrorist. We rescued him out of our wheat field when he was about 3 weeks old. We bottle fed him, all that good stuff. Oh, he's gonna run away. All right, next question. What's my favorite trope? I'm gonna have to say, and enemies to lovers, mortally gray. I'm really big into, I don't even know if this is really a trope, but I like shapeshifters. The trope that I don't like is the pregnancy trope. It happens too much and I'm just not a fan of it. A book that I disliked that everyone else seemed to like, I'm gonna have to say the Mind F series. I don't understand the hype from that. I did not really enjoy that series at all. It was kind of misleading with the covers. Yeah, I 3-starred it because it was a good series. I don't think it needed to be a series. I think it should have just been one big book. But I wasn't a fan. Authors who made you fall in love with reading. Oh, okay. So before I answer this question, I'm going to go into a little bit of a backstory. When I was little, I hated reading. I hated anything that dealt with reading. I was a terrible reader. I was also dyslexic, and I'm not that old, but back when I was in pre-K and K, dyslexia really wasn't a thing. You were just slow. I mean, that's the nicest way I can say it. I had dyslexia really bad. I still have dyslexia. It's not nearly as bad. I don't like reading out loud because I stumble across words. But in middle school, I really got into R.L. Stine and Christopher Pike. I love those books. And I'm actually going to read the new R.L. Stine book that has recently been released that's for adults. I just haven't gotten to it yet. It's on my TBR. I would love to recollect those books. I would love to have them on my bookshelves. Also, I read Laura Lane McDaniel. I think it's Laura Lane McDaniel. She wrote very sad books, books that dealt with cancer and stuff like that. And I read those in middle school, and my favorite one that she wrote was Why Did She Have to Die? And that book still lives in my head. Like, I read that book 25 plus years ago, and that book still haunts me because it was so heartbreaking. When I was in high school, I took a sci-fi class. I needed a filler for a spot, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to take the sci-fi class. I'm going to be the first person to let you know and admit I am a nerd. I love Star Wars and Harry Potter and all that kind of stuff. Those books I love, not books, movies. I've never read a Star Wars book. I watch Star Trek. I'm not gonna say that I'm a diehard Star Trek fan, but I can watch it. But back on my Q&A here. I took the sci-fi class, and my teacher, who is somebody that I still talk to occasionally, her name was Mrs. Zink, and she recommended, because I was having a very tough time falling into a genre of book in this class, and you could read whatever you wanted, but you still had to do the assignment, and I was having a real tough time falling into the genre that I liked. So she recommended that I read a Dean Koontz book. I fell in love. From that moment on, the very first Dean Koontz book I read was Winter Moon. And from that moment on, I was in love with reading. I have read almost every Dean Koontz book since. I have a few that I need to catch up on, but I stay pretty caught up with his books. If you've never read a Dean Koontz book, pick up one. I recommend Winter Moon just because that's the book that I read that made me fall in love with him as an author. But there are so many good books out there. Intensity, Soul Survivor. Pick one up, check him out. I got 2 more questions left. So this one is, what do you do outside of reading? Well, other than working 2 jobs, I enjoy hiking, fishing, camping. We love to go up into the mountains, and we go jeeping occasionally. I crochet. I'm an avid crocheter. I should have brought one of my pieces. I have a piece up here, but it's tucked away. I love to watch movies. Oh, I do have this is one of my throws that I've made. It's kind of like a lap pillow that I made for fall. So I do have a piece up here. And if anybody has any questions that they want to ask me, you can ask me in the comments. I will be happy to answer whatever you would like. So my last question is, who are your favorite YouTubers? Before I go into that, I'm just going to let you know that I could go on forever. So I've cut it down. I do like other YouTubers outside of book vlogs and journals and stuff like that, but I've kept it to that genre. So, and I really hope I say her last name right. Jan Agaton, you lady are phenomenal. I also have a autoimmune disease, and you are my shining star. I have fibromyalgia, and hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's disease. And when you mention that that you're having a bad day, I feel you. I absolutely feel you. I love Coffee Monster Co. I am an avid customer of hers. I love her stickers. I love her ideas. I love her designs. Cassandra Lynn reads. She reads inside of kind of the same areas that I do. She's a huge Brandon Sanderson fan, and I have Brando Sando, as she calls him, on my list. I just haven't gotten to him yet, so it's my plan. Kate is reading, who happens to be very close friends with Cass. I love her reading vlogs. I love her cats. They're always in her videos. She is very well put together. Yeah. Catherine Canis, I hope I'm saying her name right. She is a very moody, and I mean moody by she's dark. She's an academic type of video, and she lives in New York City. I love her videos when she goes out and shows where she's going, her enormous Barnes & Noble that she goes to all the time. I love her dog. He's just the most adorable thing ever. And then I've recently stumbled upon a new gal. Actually, I have two at the bottom of my list. And I think I'm going to pronounce her name right. I believe her name is Laura. I believe it's Leora Eileen. She is in the Netherlands, and she has the most beautiful hair. Oh my gosh, her hair is bright red. It's the color of red I wish my hair was. She has an amazing accent. She has her own YouTube videos. Of course she does. She's on my favorite YouTuber list. She is a illustrator, so she has a shop where she sells her illustrations and stickers and bookmarks. So does Cassandra Lynn Reads. If you want to check that stuff out, go to their page, which I will have linked below, and you can get all of their website links from there. And then my last person on this list, and the only reason that I put her on here last is because I'm giving her a shout out. She's a small YouTuber who I want you guys to go check out. She's just started. She doesn't have, I think, maybe 15 videos posted. She is the one who I got the inspiration to do this video from. Her YouTube name is Reading with Kiki. Again, I will have her link posted down below. Go check her out, guys. She's new. Give her a like, give her a subscribe, follow her, do all the fun things, leave her comments. Let's help grow our community as a whole. And then again, like I said, if you are a new vlogger, whether you do reading vlogs, stationary vlogs, journaling vlogs, put your link down below in the comments. Leave me a comment, and I will go like your page and watch your videos. Please do so. Please also like and subscribe my videos. It helps the algorithm, it helps me, and I would like to get to know you a little bit better. Watch your videos. That kind of came out creepy. That's not what I mean. Let's just share the love, guys. Also, if you made it to the end of this video, which I really hope you did, please leave me a purple heart down below in the comments. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, no matter what day of the week it is, what time of day it is. I really hope that you have a phenomenal, fantastic day.